Hey folks, it's Bud in Studio A at SOPHA, here to talk to you about our Vagabond Mini Lithium. As you know, we have a lot of them here at SOPHA. We use them extensively, they rent out all the time, and we've fallen in love with them. We're real converts. We've pretty much gotten rid of all our old Vagabonds in their 20-pound bulk to go with these 3.5-pound little wonders. We tend to put one on each light stand for each light we're using. Very simple. Paul Buff does supply a little bracket which connects here. It doesn't work for what we need it to do. I think it was a great add-on, but it doesn't diminish the value of this product to us. It just doesn't work. They give you a strap, and for the longest time, we just had the strap and dangle it from the light stand. When you're running around in the fields and forest with these things, we find that it bangs up against the stand and causes these scratches. It's worked okay. We're not in love with it. We tried any number of self-made brackets. They didn't work. We ended up settling on things that hinged our standard super clamps. These are sort of like Legos for photographers, very handy stuff. But it all relied on this off-center brass insert here that we're always afraid it was going to break off. In fact, there's some pictures in the forum where that has happened to folks. So that's something we put aside. Then in our comments of our review of the Vagabond Mini Lithium, a guy by the name of Joe Jack Photography told us about a bracket. And we bought 5 of them right off. This is the 6th for our 6th unit we just got. And it really is elegantly simple. It's just a piece of sheet metal. I mean, it's sturdy. It's not thin. With a bunch of holes cut in it in just the right places. Now, we've tried putting this in bags and things, but the vents will always get blocked and the unit will overheat almost immediately. And we also found that the little release tab for the battery would run into any bracket we made. He's cut out all the holes you need, really. You will need a super clamp. These go about $50, 60 with shipping, something in that range, which sounds like a lot for a bracket, but if you look at how much effort they had to put into this and then the guy's gonna make a profit, I don't have a problem with that. And I really don't have a problem with it because it's been really good to work with, but also it does exactly what I need it to do. You need a super clamp. That will cost you upwards of $30. You can buy knockoffs for 20. This one happens to be a Manfrotto. Every one we've used, the holes have all lined up. Start by taking out this little screw, which goes in here to get it out of the way, and you just line it up like this. Now, it's important that when you go to do this, you put all the screws in loosely at first so that they'll all line up. But they will line up. You just have to do them all a little bit loosely so there's a little jiggle in there. He provides, there's 3 different screw holes there. He provides them exactly the right screws. They're hex, they're Allen wrenches. And honestly, he's even provided the Allen wrenches to make your life that much simpler. We'll probably fast forward to this part because it's kind of boring. It only takes a few seconds though. So now I'm using the Allen head wrench to just tighten that up. It doesn't have to be too tight. It's not going anywhere. So now this super clamp is mounted on there. It's not going anywhere. We like the super clamps, by the way, that use a handle because you can torque down on it. The ones with the little sort of butterfly, we never can quite get enough reach on that. The Vagabond Mini Lithium, of course, you remove the strap. Just slide that right on there. We're going to flip it over, and you'll see that that brass insert lines up with that hole. And I like to make sure that the bottom edge here, that there's no gap. Sometimes that gets bent downwards during shipping. That's happened a couple times. And it's really no big deal. You just bend it right back up. This little knurled thumb wheel goes right on there. It only takes a moment to line that up. Now, once this is on here, it's not going anywhere. In fact, when you go to replace the battery, if you needed to, you can just undo the screw. But honestly, once we've put this on, we've never had to take them off because we charge right through the top charging port here. Done. Now, he does provide a Velcro strap, which honestly, you don't need to use. You really don't. And I say this because we've used it extensively both ways. I put them on because I'm in a rental environment, and hey, we're a belt and suspenders kind of place. That wraps around. pretty darn secure. So let's take a look at what this looks like on a stand itself. And therein lies the beauty of the Vagabond Mini Lithium bracket. It clamps right on this stand. You can't miss. It's very sturdy. You plug your light right in. You use a little bit of Velcro to hold this extra coil out of the way, and you're good to go. When you're ready for your next shot, you just pick it up and go.